Let's take a look at a site that has much lower authority than the spruce.com, and let's see how they're doing during the Google Helpful Content update. Now, last week we took a look at the spruce.com. Now, that is a DR of 90, and there were a lot of Debbie Downers saying, of course, a DR 90 would do well. Let's look at a lower authority site. So I found a lower authority site for us to look at. Now, for those of you that think high authority wins the race every single time, I've worked on a ton of high authority sites that have been hit by the updates. It's true that higher authority sites can put up with more damage or take on more damage before they're affected, but they still go down if they have a lot of issues going on within the site. Now, for the low authority site, this is a DR24, and they started publishing content in 2021. Ahrefs was tracking their keywords, over 1,000 to 2,000 keywords that they were ranking for in 2022 through 2023, but they didn't do really well until around the time of the Google Helpful Content update. So the end of September, early October, the site started to shoot up, and they're gaining a lot of keywords. Now, I think it's interesting to compare sites that are doing well against sites that aren't doing well to try and pick up on patterns. So this particular site is smarthomeowl.com. Currently, Ahrefs thinks that they are winning about 38,000 keywords, and they have gained just over 4,000 keywords. I did run an Ahrefs audit. There wasn't anything major going on the site. So I started to take a look at some of the top pages that Ahrefs thinks they're doing really well for. So I took a look at Alexa randomly beeping, and what I was doing is just taking a look at their heading. So you've got Alexa randomly beeping, 7 solutions. You can see they used Alexa in a couple of their headings, and then we start talking about how to disable the notifications. We're talking about check if you've added any Alexa skills, turn off brief mode. So just glancing really quick, charge your Echo device, turn your mic off, browse Alexa's routines. I mean, just taking a quick glance, it doesn't look heavily optimized, but we'll take a look at the tools here just in a second. And then it goes through the steps of how you're going to fix this. And then they give you a little bit of bonus and tell you how to contact the Amazon for support, which I actually thought was a pretty good addition here, because if your audience is landing on this page and they're having this problem and they can't fix it, the next step is they're going to have to call support. So to have that information on the page, I thought was a really good idea when considering end user that's landing on the page. So then they've got related posts at the bottom. Now the related posts are other posts where they've talked about Alexa and either having ways to make it swear or routine ideas or how to connect Alexa to Wi-Fi. This was actually the related post I thought was a good idea because it's more Alexa type material. And if your end users landing on this, they might want to read a little bit more about Alexa. So I like that they have this dialed in. All right, so I took a look at their top winning pages according to Ahrefs to take a look at some of the source. For this particular keyword, I'm coming in at a 62. Surfer's telling me I need to increase my score by a 6, but I'm in first position. Second position is a 67, so they're optimized according to Surfer a little bit better than the site that I am taking a look at. If you take a look at the terms, I'm missing 99 out of 150. Internal links need to be improved. Consider removing about 500 to 800 words from the body. Consider removing words from paragraphs. So I'm in first position with the 62. I took a look at a different page, and this time I'm in sixth position. I'm the one in purple. The one ahead of me is 65, so they're 1 point higher, but both of us are under the optimization line. In fact, out of 369 important terms, I'm missing 272 of them. So this is not optimized according to Surfer, as well as 80 and the 77 positions. Now, of course, there are a lot of things that can hold sites back, not just the optimization score, but this is something that I look at when I'm comparing apples to oranges or apples to apples, however you want to look at it, with sites that are doing well and sites that are not doing well. And this particular page needs to add words anywhere from 330 to 1,000 1,118 words. All right, I took a look at one more page just so we could see what's going on. This particular term, I'm in 8th position, even though it's one of their top winning pages according to Ahrefs. And I am a 74. No action is required. My content score is actually a good one. Surfer likes it. But what's in front of me is a 54 and a 72. Now, of course, Surfer always says no action required at the top, but if you scroll down, it will tell me what's missing. So out of the 336 important terms, I'm missing 247 of them, and Surfer still gives me things that I need to work on, although it's a lot less when your score is higher. Now, my score is higher, yet I'm in 8th position, and the ones in front of my site have the lower Surfer optimization scores. This is a lower authority site than the spruce.com, and this is also considered a people first content type of site. I encourage you to take a look at the site to see what you think and what stands out to you as being people first content. I think as you click around and take a look at some of the sites that are doing well, whether it's high authority or low authority, you're going to see a pattern that starts to develop. And if you don't look at any of those sites, take a look at your competitor sites that are doing better than you're doing. Take a look at optimization scores and see where you need to adjust, whether you need to adjust up or down. An adjustment has to happen at this point.